Well, guess I'm gonna record some more Call of Cthulhu gameplay because freaking Vigor has another update, and I just played it yesterday on my own time, and here it goes another update. But anyway, welcome back again, guys, to more of Call of Cthulhu story campaign missions. It's always updates with those two games every freaking day. I don't know what it is. Now this is an 8.43 gigabyte for that game. It was just insane. But anyway, guys, I wanted to tell y'all that in that last part, you know, when I had to escape the asylum, the only thing that you have to find is the dang key. So in order for you to find the key, you have to go through the administrative room, the security room, and basically pick that key up. And then after that, you have to run to the exit. You don't have to do the gas and the electric chair, all that. You don't have to do those distractions. All you have to do is just find the key. It is in the administrative room if you're playing this game. Just remember that. But love y'all. Just keep doing what you're doing. If y'all want to see the full ending as well as the the ending cutscene of this game, just remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm playing this mission right now because freaking Vigor's updating. I know y'all want to see some more content in that, but I was itching to play that today for some reason. But anyway, love y'all. Just keep doing what you're doing. If y'all want to see some more parts, let me know. Let's do this. Alrighty, guys. So we finally spawned into the I guess the mansion again. Oh, look at this. What in the world? Officer Bradley's down there. Wait, isn't it that lady that we saw in the last part? I'm not sure if that was that dude. Oh, there go my voice. Alrighty, guys, so sorry for that little mini transition right there. Freaking voice kept going out. Good thing I had water next to me.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
The day's only started. What are you talking about? The frick? I guess we got to talk to Officer Bradley. He's got a command to talk to. Hold up.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Oh, he gonna tell you the details all the time. Goodness gracious. All right, I might be into a lead. What they had me endured. What is that? Hawkins was off. Why? I don't know which one to choose, y'all. All right, let's do that one.
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I don't even know. I might be onto a lead. I don't know. Let's try that one out.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I called him the Shambler, a sort of crisis. Ooh, that's a hard one to choose. I guess a sort of crisis. Let's go and choose that one.
Sanders started screaming and convulsing.
Convulsing? That doesn't fit with his history.
Then his body got all crooked.
What in God's name? And you were alone with him?
He accused Sarah Hawkins of being the culprit.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Let's stay prudent, better confront the truth. Well, Maurice, you said that they don't know the bottom of it. So, you know what? Let's confront with the truth. They have to know some way or somehow.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
I won't end up in the hospital this time. That was insane, guys. So basically, he was just dreaming the whole time. I didn't really expect that. So they just gonna be chilling over here? Talk to Sanders' widow. Alright, let's get out of here then. We've been in this mansion for a couple missions, guys. I'm gonna tell you that. Let's go and leave. Let's do this. Alright, so we have the Sanders residence. Alright, here's the cutscene.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
I don't know about this, guys. Yeah, they have a funny feeling for some reason. I know they're gonna tell me some information about Francis, but I don't know.
May I inquire
something about him.
When you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Alright, you must not feel guilty. He died screaming right before my eyes. It was no longer there when it was... I was no longer there when it happened. You're taking it quite well. He died screaming... Oh, wait. They said we have to be truthful. I don't know what's... Alright, he died screaming.
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Oh, mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
Why is she moving like that, guys? And her dresses look like it's glitching out. I guess that's just part of the game. Alright, the true culprit is Fuller. Yeah, tell him, you gotta tell her the truth of everything, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you that.
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Do you know Sarah Hawkins? Did you speak to you of a shambler? What is the cat doing here? What? Why would you go off topic? Yeah, Sarah Hawkins.
How did you come to meet Sarah Hawkins?
We were the wealthiest and most influential families on Darkwater. Of course we would know each other. And when Charles returned from Europe with his sweet little artist, she and her sinister paintings were destined to catch my husband's eye. He bought many of her works over the last 5 years. They adorn his macabre gallery.
Alright, and then we're gonna talk about this one.
May I ask you what Miss Baker is doing here? How do you know her?
My business with Miss Baker is private, Mr. Pierce.
But you do know what kind of business Miss Baker is in, don't you?
I am no fool. Please believe that much, at least.
Wait, we have to... Dang, really? Unlock answer. I guess we gotta answer this one.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Alright, so we spoke to Irene Sanders. That was long dialogues, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I got another character point, so I'm gonna have to spend some stuff. But while we're here, let's go and check what's this. Is this a dang picture?
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
That's a Shander. Alright. I mean a Shambler, I meant. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, really? I don't know. Maybe I may do this. Yeah, I'm going to do this in the next part. So I may save it here, guys. So if y'all liking this episode, I know this episode's pretty short, but I'm trying to record some Daisy and Vigor for y'all today. So y'all will see some posted up in a couple hours and stuff. So I love y'all. Just keep doing what you're doing. If y'all want to see the full ending of this game, just let me know in the comment section. I'm going to move further with this game. I may play some missions offline, but I'm not going to skip everything. But we'll see how it goes. Love y'all. Just keep doing what you're doing. And peace out, guys.